Cancers, how are you today? I'm going to be doing a reading for career. So right now I'm going to be using the Sacred Geometry Activations deck. They have some wonderful messages. I want to see if we can get some good messages right off the bat. So yeah, so this message is going to be for career. Next week will be love. That should be exciting. I hope to get messages for everybody's highest good. Okay. Oh, ooh. Is this gonna be it? Yeah. All right. Lovely. So we have Miracle and Divine Feminine. So Miracle says, the frequency of miracles supports our belief in ourselves as a part of Source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Ooh. I love this. This is a beautiful card. So expect a miracle. When I was doing the meditation and the pre-shuffle, I did pick up on maybe you're not feeling so confident on a subject, or not feeling so confident about taking an offer of some sort, because maybe you think you need more training in it, maybe. And then Divine Feminine says, the frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Wow. Make sure you're giving yourself enough love. You know what I mean? Make sure that you are nurturing yourself and allowing, whether you're male or female, everybody has the Divine Feminine energy within them. So make sure that you're nurturing that side of you. And I think that these two cards go along together really well, because they're talking about being aware of your connection to Source, and how everybody is connected to Source, and how we are all the same. You are not less than another. No one is better than you. Vice versa, you know? There's no better than. We're all on the same level. We're all from the same source. We're all from the same energy. So understanding that you are a blessing in itself, basically, hopefully, what I'm trying to say is coming off correctly. Just appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right. That was wonderful. Let's see. Shuffle really quick. Wow. The star. Healing, which is exactly what I felt for this. There's some healing needing to be done. Maybe it's with how you view your self-worth. Or maybe just healing anything that's trying to stop you from succeeding in what you need to succeed in. I wrote down the star too, so I love that. Wonderful. Lovely. So right now you're definitely feeling a loss of some sort, a heartbreak of some sort. You're feeling down in some sort of way. I'm feeling like this is a loss of something. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe you are feeling like you just lost something. Lost something, some sort of loss. And this is a career reading, so I would take that as a lost job, lost finances. You could be struggling financially. Or maybe there was an opportunity for you that came about that you didn't end up taking, and you're feeling the loss of that, because I'm seeing here in the past you were kind of in a mental prison of some sort, where you're holding yourself back. You're stopping your own blessings from coming in. This card, they are tied and they can't see, but they can walk forward still. You know, they're not completely surrounded by these swords. They can still walk free. It's almost like an energy of like you're holding yourself back, is what I'm feeling. But this Hermit here tells me that some inner reflecting is really needed to really go within to find the reasons why you're stopping yourself, and really being honest with yourself about those reasons. Why didn't you take that offer? You know, why didn't you go? Why didn't you take that leap? You know, really trying to go within to find out what needs to be healed. You know, what is energetically attached to you that needs to be removed, what blockages need to be unblocked so that you can move forward. Because this wheel of fortune, this wheel is turning. You know, the universe doesn't wait for anybody. You know, destiny is going to move forward, and whether you could be preventing yourself from this happening. In doing so, you end up with something like a tower moment where things are forcefully coming down. You're better off doing the reflecting now, and dealing with this heartbreak now and this loss now, and reasons why, what led you to this heartbreak. You know, why didn't you take that offer? Why were you in this mental prison? You know, what were you attached to? Were you attached to your current job? Is that a reason why maybe you didn't take the new offer? Did you not believe in yourself enough? What were you needing to, you're needing to recognize your self-worth, what you can provide to wherever you're putting your energy into. Believing in yourself, because you have the power to do whatever you want. And you're thinking about this destiny too. And you're thinking about where you're destined to be. Don't hold yourself back from that. You have the Strength card here. I'm feeling like deep down you have the strength to get yourself out of this, and obviously because you must have come out of this mental prison, but maybe right now you're feeling that heartbreak and you're feeling the loss of it, and that's where you're needing to go within. This reflecting will help you. But I think deep down you do have the strength to succeed in whatever it is you're feeling the loss of. Whatever you're feeling like you missed out on, you have the strength to succeed in it. Because here I'm seeing you doing a victory after a very important, a very big and transformative struggle. Going through this will really, I feel like it's something that will stick with you forever. A situation that you're learning from, you're learning a life lesson from. Because in the end, after all of this, you end up victorious. Yep, you end up winning. And you're going to do this by being honest and cutting out the stuff that needs to be cut out from your life. That's how you're going to do this. I feel like you could have a lot going on. You could have a lot of responsibilities. People could be putting a lot of their burdens on you. Don't allow people to put their burdens on you. The only burdens you should be worrying about are your own, and those burdens are the ones you need to reflect on and heal. Don't allow other people around you to put their burdens on you and hold you back with these burdens. If you're holding yourself back because of these burdens, address these burdens in the best way possible. If the burdens are bills, take a look at where you're spending and where you could be cutting, and trying to find creative ways to save money. Also looking at what are you spending on every month that's just unnecessary, that's taking, do the math in how much your coffee is taking out of your bank account every month, how much your, whatever you're, going out to eat at once a week, how much that is taking out. Take a look at those expenses and figure out what you find to be worth it, and kind of just address it that way. If this is bills, if this is somebody else's burdens, if this is burdens like emotional burdens where you're feeling maybe feeling self-conscious, maybe it's burdens that you kind of inflict on yourself and kind of prevent yourself from moving forward with these burdens that you have decided are reasons why you can't move forward. Take a look at the reasons that you have told yourself why you can't move forward and really address the legitimacy of them. How legitimate is this thing that's holding me back? How am I giving this too much power? Is this ego-based? Is this something that's holding me back because my ego is holding me back? So this card is making me feel like the guidance here is to not allow your emotions to rule the situation, if that makes sense. Emotions that are holding you back, don't allow your life to be run by these emotions. Anxiety about this, nervousness about that, feeling, self-conscious, you know what I mean? Like, don't allow your emotions to hold you back, because, Cancers, they're emotional. And here's the King of Cups. So don't allow your life to be run by these emotions. Feel these emotions and address these emotions, but don't hinder yourself because of these emotions. Be grounded in your emotions. Don't let them get out of control. And that's, that's a water sign's biggest thing. That's that, every element has their own struggle. Water signs happen to be emotions. Lovely. The outcome here is positive. So I'm feeling like with this whole journey that you're going through, in the end, you're going to end up being somebody who's going to be able to help people through these types of situations. I feel like you're going to be giving your wisdom to the public, to your friends. You know, you're going to be helping other people maybe in a similar situation. Maybe your line of work ends up being on this topic, because on the topic of whatever was holding you back, because that's, you know, that's what a light worker's life is. You know, you go through it so that later on you can, you know, help people that are going through it as well, because you've had that perspective and you've had that experience. So that's what I'm feeling with this. You could also be giving, you know, be able to be giving very financially in the end of all this, being balanced in your finances and being able to give back to your community, give back to your family, provide for your family. Lovely. All right, let's see advice. This is the Work Your Light Oracle deck. Advice for Cancer. Oh, that almost came out. Advice for Cancer. Based on these cards, based on career. Advice for Cancer. Okay, this almost came out at that point though. Advice for Cancer. Okay, that done. Any other advice before I start? Okay, that's too many cards. Too many cards. Alright. Let's take a look. Ooh. So this is Get Grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. Get grounded. Get your emotions grounded. You know, get a hold of your emotions. You know, you can feel your emotions and have your emotions there, but don't act completely on those emotions. You need to have a balance of emotion and logic. And maybe that's, you know, that's the balance that you end up with as well, is being able to balance your decisions with emotion and logic, and being able to recognize when your ego is hindering you and stopping you, and it's not, you know, logic or an actual intuition that something's going to go wrong. It's like you're being able to recognize, you know, you know what, you know, your ego sounds like, basically. And this says soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Lovely. You don't have to do it alone. You can, you know, find support in, you know, the people who are around you on a daily basis, your friends, your family, and even if, you know, they're not so great, you know, call on your angels, your guides, you know, they're there for you as well. Okay, we'll take these. Ooh, lovely. This says Starseed, what lights you up? Be honest with yourself about that, you know. What sounds exciting to you to go for? Don't hold yourself back because you are not giving yourself enough credit. You know, work on your self-worth and how you believe, not how you believe, but how you look at yourself. Really address how you look at yourself. You know, if you were to describe yourself to somebody else, how would you describe yourself? Positive? I would hope so. You know, try to, you know, work on recognizing all those positive qualities about yourself. And this says boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So if there's burdens being put on you, definitely figure out how to put a boundary there. If there are physical people and it's not your ego that are holding you back, put boundaries there. Put boundaries there. Don't allow them to be so much of a part of your decision making in life. you know? If they're holding you back from this wheel turning, don't allow their opinions to hold so much weight in your decision making. And this says birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So with this card, it's making me want to say, I feel like you've been on a cycle. You've been on a cycle in life. Maybe you've been at a job for a long time. You've been doing the same thing for a while. Maybe there's some sort of, or something similar for a while, something like that. You've been on some sort of cycle. Maybe a cycle where you don't see your worth, you know? Maybe that type of cycle where you're constantly working on self-confidence and how you view yourself, and working on not comparing yourself to others, and comparing yourself to other people's, you know, materialistic things or whatever. Maybe if you've been on that cycle for a while, I feel like that cycle is changing, and you're moving into a new cycle with new challenges, yes, but with lessons from the challenges that you just went through in this cycle. I feel like you are pushing yourself into the next level. That's what I feel. And definitely cutting out the crap, cutting out the bull crap from anybody. You are going to put up these boundaries. Lovely. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed this, Cancer. I hope to see you here next week for your love reading, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.